extra time to look at more game film and study what Alab tries to do to beat the teams that they play.
Ball is up, game is on. Formosa takes first control of the basketball. They go straight to Malcolm Miller. It's Kalen Tiongson, the defender.
Miller just very smooth offensively, knows how to read the defense.
Miller working with glass. That play interrupted by Alab. Parks on the run. Lee Shui Lin making chase. Forcing Parks to pick up that basketball, but Ivano left open. He passed that shot, misses the first attempt of this game. Though of teams who obviously have the advantage entering a ball game, they come in a little bit too relaxed, maybe too confident, and it hurts them in the end.
Yeah, most definitely. That's probably a big reason Hong Kong didn't appreciate Alab having a loss right before they played them, because I'm sure that one loss that Alab had has made them stronger. I'm sure Coach Jimmy Alapag used that to sort of strengthen and as fuel for their next upcoming games. But we'll see.
3 to shoot for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Ramos from outside. And that's the biggest thing about PJ Ramos, aside from his height. He is able to drain three-pointers.
Oh, most definitely, and he spaces the floor so well. I mean, we talk about the four position that can space the floor and how common that is in today's basketball game, but he's a 5 that can space the game.
Miller gets the offensive board and puts that baby back home for the first 2 points of the Dreamers. Malcolm Miller, 29 points in their last game, averages just about 20 per game. Will have to come up huge here for his squad. Parks could not get his own three-pointer. Still a 1-point lead for Alab. Miller to Lee, attacking the middle. Gets past Alvano. Alvano stays with him though. And glass.
Last drive by Lee though. The Formosa Dreamers, their role players, their other local players really gonna have to step up and still stay aggressive today to bring that extra energy on offense.
A quick double team on Ramos forces the turnover. Glass attacking Balkman. No go on the layup. Parks asking for it. Alvano finally gives it to Parks. Corner 3, still nothing for Ray. Tiongson, however, gets the board. However, it throws that ball away. Erratic first quarter so far. Miller, nothing there. A series of misses from both teams. Only 1 field goal made for each squad.
Bachman and Miller get into it a little bit, but Miller helping them up after Bachman hit the floor.
And are 1 of 4 after 3 minutes.
That's right, and you got to give credit to the Dreamers defense because they're double teaming both Ramos and Bachman down in the post, and Alab just struggling passing out of that.
Miller with a beautiful escape, getting past Bachman to the crossover.
Yeah, great individual move there by Miller, and he's going to have to continue to just pressure himself to stay aggressive offensively.
They're trying to go to Ramos once again. The smaller Malcolm Miller on him. Tiongson from outside, 3-ball, no good.
And that's what the Dreamers want to wish for. They want Alab to beat them with the three-point shot. They don't want to give up easy layups or pounded out games down low.
And all of the attempts of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas in this game have come from being on the arc. They're 1 of 5 from deep. Offensive rebound for the Dreamers. They get a chance. Kenny Chen looking for space, puts it up. No go. Sweet was that move.
That was a very nifty move. Had him rocking one way and crossed him over, and great finish down low.
Bachman now will try his luck inside. Double team ready to come. Ronaldo Bachman.
There's so much, yet I think Coach Jimmy still puts a lot of pressure on all his other local players too to come in, bring the energy, and make sure that they don't have the mindset to just rely on those 2 guys.
And Chen Xinyan knocking down a 3-pointer to give the Dreamers a 7-5 lead. And the locals of the Dreamers have been stepping up
to live up to the hype, to deliver on what the fans want here, so they're not going to back down to anybody.
And also he's a member, used to be a member of the Taiwanese national team. That's also where he got a lot. So it's Ramos defending Shen right now.
Very interesting. And Chin, a lot of times, just has that three-point shot. Wow.
Seven Glass finding a way to put that ball through the net. Using the glass as well under 5 minutes to go. 4-point lead for Formosa. The crowd now getting into it. Ramos positioning himself. Domingo attacking the baseline. Lawrence did not get anything. Seven Glass.
But the Dreamers know that those rebounds in every possession is so key if you want to beat this top team in the league. So they wish they had that one back.
Again, the defense of the Dreamers on point here. Seven Glass, no goal. The tip in.
They played several games this week. They just traveled, and you can tell that the Dreamers are settled in already. And Alab still, well, if they go to that, then they'll feel very comfortable. But they're still trying to figure a little bit of this game out.
Bachman, however, saying, I've seen enough. Ramos. Now it's Miller one-on-one against Domingo. Malcolm Miller, he loves going to that left side. Overcooks that one. Alvano to Ramos. Stops behind the arc. PJ too strong. But that ball could not be handled.
Desire to make the little plays. They're doing a lot of the little things. Scrapping on defense with the double teams. Getting their hands on loose balls. Pushing the ball in transition. And those little things add up. And that's why they have this 4-point lead.
Leading the fast break. Back out to Miller. Attacking the middle. Malcolm Miller showing his strength.
And great recognition by Miller. He knows that Ramos is out of the game. Bachman still transitioning down the court, sees the middle open, puts his head down, gets back to the basket for an easy two.
Rosser up top, sends it to Bachman. 7 on the shot clock for Alab Pilipinas. Bachman steps back, and they've been turning that ball over a number of times already. And we haven't felt the advantage of San Miguel Alab Pilipinas with no Will Artino on the side of Formosa.
No, they're playing a quick game. They want to get the ball up the court defensively. As we see a miss here. See the smaller lineup for Formosa has really been extra active and really pressuring and making it hard for Alab to get any easy baskets inside.
That's why Alab Pilipinas is only shooting 22%. 2 for 9. Rosser goes to Domingo. Back out to Rosser, will take the outside J, no good. Bachman with the offensive board. Gets the defender up in the air and gets the deuce as well. I'm surprised though at Alab Pilipinas. 7 of their 11 shots have come from beyond the arc and they've made only 1.
Yeah, and it's easy to settle as we see a great attack the basket by Lee. That's a sign that the home team, they're not settling. They're attacking the basket hard. They want to work inside out. But Alab tendency, maybe on the road, you feel more comfortable shooting the long ball.
Rosser.
As well, as we see guys come off the bench for Formosa, can they keep that level of energy on the court?
Seven Glass missed the first one, but he got the putback. And right now it's the Dreamers putting on the pressure of the visiting squad.
Yeah, they look in the mirror, they look across the court to the other team, and on paper they might be smaller, but right now they're playing with some big hearts and attacking the basket with strength.
Domingo asking for it. A foul.
The Alab defense can really set up and have that help side defense around. So as we see Parks Jr. knock a 3-ball down, and just their second 3-ball, and they'll need that to continue to drop.
He had been looking for that shot, was 0 for 2 from beyond the arc before knocking that one down. Cheng sees the gap, tries to pass it out. Chien now, the drop pass. What a play there. And that was finished by Chen Xiaozhong.
Yeah, and last week here we saw Chin with his career high, and he really knows how to attack the basket. That time doing a great job creating.
Bachman, he's scoring at will right now, but he's gonna need support. 8 points already for Bachmania. .14 on the shot clock, about 4 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Miller has it. Chen coming out to set the pick. Malcolm looking for teammates. Kenny Chen, Parks in front of him. Couldn't get anywhere, blocked by Ray Parks. Of that first quarter, Orpistondo From half court. They're doing it without one of their imports, Will Artino. Averages a double-double. That's not been needed yet here. However, Ramos gets his first field goal after that opening three that he knocked down here. That's a great sign for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, but the Dreamers, they're still on a roll here as Miller breaks down the defense. Oh, just couldn't get that layup. That padded pass of Ramos, though, not finding his target. He was telling Domingo to run straight to the basket. Glass.
Can get Ramos the ball where he needs it, and he knows what to do with it after that.
Miller against Rosser. Coach Jimmy Alab throwing different defenders at Malcolm Miller. However, Malcolm still finding his way to score that basket. 21-16. The Dreamers up. Again looking for that high-low. Urbistondo, specialty of the house. No go. Domingo gets fouled.
To be prepared to play extensive minutes, but it will not be easy, and especially their outside three-point shots. I expect their legs, when their legs get a little bit tired, they might not be able to hit it with such consistency.
Lots of contact there, no whistle. Ethan Alvano. Ramos, it seemed like he was poked in the eye, so holding on to that. Turned the ball over, and that turns out to be a three-pointer for Wusong Wei.
They've already had a lot of success. There's a reason why they were up by 8 points before this even took place, and that's because Glass and Miller getting to the basket and transition has been working so well. So now I think they continue to take advantage of those matchups.
Let's see if that fires up San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, or maybe continue to swing the momentum towards the Dreamers. Another turnover, that's really been hurting the Filipino team. 11 errors already, compared to just 2 from Formosa.
Yeah, Johnson's been the culprit of a couple of those turnovers, but now I think this defense of Alab is going to step up too. That energy they need to rise that energy on this side of the court also.
Urbistondo goes to Alvano. Swinging that basketball, nothing much happening on offense. Another turnover for Alab. Wusong Wei from the corner. 3, no good. Domingo gets that board, leading that fast break. Alvano will wait and set things up. He sees an opening.
Also be aggressive. We know he can shoot the long ball. I expect him to maybe see into the lane, draw the double team, and kick it out to the shooters, or just go all the way to the basket and get some easy points in the paint.
Where's the turnovers coming from? We saw a lot of those being forced by the Dreamers' defense, but also some just careless passing or careless handling of the basketball.
I would say a lot of it's careless, as we see Balkman with a missed attempt. A lot of it's careless, but some of it's just the lack of aggression. Guys are getting in there, and maybe they're the ones open and the driving lane's there, but they're being a little bit too subtle and they're kicking it out when they should be the ones shooting it.
And I'm still seeing a lot of confused faces in this gym about what transpired just a while ago. It really shook everyone, most especially San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, because they lost their big man PJ Ramos.
Yeah, and even Ramos was a player here in the Taiwanese Professional League last year, so there's a lot of fans here of maybe Ramos, of him playing in Taiwan.
Their advantage with about 6 minutes and change remaining in the second quarter. Alab Pilipinas struggling with taking care of the basketball, already with 13 turnovers.
But you can see the energy defensively. Alab really trying to pick up that pressure, even applying that full court man-to-man pressure.
Bachman staying patient, working against Glass. Now it's Parks attacking, losing it. Another error for them. We could not get it. Parks taking control. Now Alab Pilipinas in transition. Bachman looking for the 2 points, was trying to get the foul called too, but there was none, and I thought it was a good move by our officials. He did initiate the contact.
Yeah, most definitely you're correct there. and the ball is flying everywhere. And both these teams are hustling. It's like this is almost a game that reminds me of being in a tryouts, and everyone is just going 110 miles per hour and just fighting for every loose ball, and back and forth, bodies are flying, and it's fun basketball as we see Tevin Glass finally find the bottom of the hoop. But these two teams they're going at it.
The referee's letting them play too. A lot of contact. Coach Jimmy Alab had some reminders for his squad, and if I read that correctly, it was about not looking for the contact and just taking that ball to the hoop strong.
Yeah, most definitely. And you do see they're driving and kicking. This is what they need, though, is that 3 ball. And it just hasn't been falling for them so far today, Jet. Great
effort for Kyung-sun, though, getting that offensive board. The outside shots of Alab Pilipinas have definitely left them. And here in the first half, at least, they're 2 for 10 from 3-point range, and also have missed a lot of mid-range J's.
Yeah, they do, and that's been a lot of the strategy of the Dreamers is if we're going to let Alab beat us, we're going to let them beat us with shots like these, the 3-point shots. And right now, Alab just can't find the bottom of the hoop. I wonder if Coach Jimmy Alapag might be able to go in there. He'd love to show him how to knock down those 3-point shots, as that was his specialty. But somebody from Alab is just going to need to catch fire and sort of give him that extra lift.
Glass from outside. He also can't find the bottom of the net. The Dreamers right now just doing enough to stay in front. They kind of died down in terms of firepower a bit. Oh, that's a very rare conversion from Alab Pilipinas from downtown. Kalen Kyung-sun getting that to fall.
Yeah, great shot by Kalen. You got to go with what the defense gives you, and you know, so Alab just needs to trust in their shot-making ability.
Lee thought about the 3. Glass will shoot over Bachman and will find the bottom of the net.
Yeah, that's what I love about Glass. I mean, he just keeps it simple. Pops out. Nothing was happening on offense, but he creates for himself.
Bachman pumped up now, going to work in that post.
And you can see normally Bachman will save that extra aggressiveness towards the end of the game. But right now, Bachman knows it's go time already. And he's putting his head down, also his shoulder, and getting to the basket. This is a smart defender. He'll adjust to that for sure.
2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. 9-point lead for the Formosa Dreamers. Bachman working against Glass. Tries to get it to Kyung-sun. Picked up by Havelona. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Havelona got Chen up on the pump fake. Misses that jumper. Now it's the Dreamers running. Stop on their tracks. Glass getting to the basket. He's got 10 points. The lead of the Dreamers up to 11. Parks calling the shots now. Looking for Bachman. Ronaldo could not provide. Domingo with a tip, still nothing. Alab Pilipinas with another chance. Urbistondo still a miss. And they are just missing shots here.
24 points by Alab, and so far in the first half is way below their average.
1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. Bachman looking for teammates. He has Glass in front of him. Ronaldo leaving it up for Lawrence Domingo. Beautiful pass from Bachman.
And that's what Bachman can do. He can break down the defense, but he's also a great facilitator. Knows when to dish it off and stay inside the offensive set.
Chen working that 2-man game. They step down, and Chen knocks it down.
Yeah, that time Urbistondo going underneath the screen, and Chen is just too good of a shooter. He knows what to do with it. When he sees that daylight, he lets it fly.
Errant pass there. Parks was able to receive it. Havelona will reset things. They go to Urbistondo. Bachman attacking again. Ronaldo Bachman now with 12 points.
Makes it look so easy. Simple little jab step. and reaches out, and Bachman holding his hamstring a little bit, and that would be the last thing that Alab needs, is Bachman to not be 100% after we have PJ Ramos already in the locker room.
Absolutely. Formosa using the time. Miller attacking, misses. Still enough time for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Ray Parks may have taken that shot a bit too early.
And I expect both teams to bring the energy, and we'll see. It should be a dogfight the rest of the way.
If Alab Pilipinas would want to get back in this ball game, obviously they do. Where should they start?
Alab has to just be able to settle down on defense and continue to force contested shots. And then also well, they can't allow stuff like that.
Devin Glass getting Bachman to bite on that hesitation and just get that two-handed jam.
No, a lot of it's just going to be 28 points isn't going to get the job done for Alab in a half, so they just got to get some things clicking on offense.
Well, one problem for the Philippine team is that Bachman is the only guy with more than one field goal made. Well, the other one is PJ Ramos, but he's ejected from the game already. Alab Pilipinas could only shoot 31% from the field, and they were 3 for 15, Kirk, from downtown, just 20%.
Yeah, 20%. It's tough to win with those numbers. Formosa wasn't much higher, but you know, they attacked the basket for them. The Dreamers got much better looks and much easier looks down low.
Domingo out to Parks, will take another three.
Out the lane with the push.
And there was, again, we said it in the first half, there are numerous times where the defense of the Dreamers just made it hard for Alab Pilipinas. But even the open looks that these Filipino players usually make, they just haven't been making them. As for Malcolm Miller, he just muscles his way inside, seeing a smaller Ethan Alvano on him.
Yeah, great execution by Formosa on one end. On the other end, Alab just a little bit, you know, it's a lot of one-on-one basketball right now, and they're struggling to create those quality shots.
Kalen Tiongson with the second three-pointer of the game.
And he's pumped up. You could tell halftime, Kalen, these other Alab guys, they do have that look in their eye, like they are determined to get back in this game, and that could be a great start there by Kalen. Nice three-point shot in the corner.
But Bachman committing another foul, that's going to be his third. He's got to be careful with the risks that he makes and takes here in this ball game. Remember that he's the lone import now. There's only two of them, PJ Ramos and him. Ramos was ejected in the first half after complaining aggressively to our referees after getting poked in the eye. And the Formosa Dreamers playing without Will Artino, but they've done enough and they've really fought hard to gain advantage here. Glass, the jumper is good. Bachman getting some space. Ronaldo, even though Bachman is leading the way with 13 points, you can't really say that he's having one of his best games or even just a decent game, because we know he's capable of more.
Yeah, and they're going to continue to look for him. Alab made it a point, even that last possession, he got fouled. And before the ball even crossed half court, they're already looking to post him up.
Chin stepping back. Now it's Lee to the shoot. Alvano tried to defend. Loose ball picked up by Alab Pilipinas. Bachman on the run. Bachman slips, however, loses possession. Glass in front.
Back later. And just another thing that is not going in the way of the Alab Pilipinas team here today.
It just has been not such a beautiful day for this game, actually, with two players already bloodied up and having to go back to the dugout. Also, Will Artino missing it with an ankle injury. Bachman straight away three. No go. Miller with the board. Great box out, though, by Lee Shui Lin.
Yeah, and that was one stat that I looked at halftime. It was actually Alab really leading the way with the team rebounds. They out-rebounded the Formosa Dreamers 16 to 31.
Usually, Kirk, that's a telling stat. When you lead rebounds, most of the time you'll see that you lead the score, but hasn't been the case for Alab.
No, most definitely, and they continue to find empty blanks on these three-point attempts. And now the Dreamers doing a better job of securing those rebounds.
Glass goes to Chin. Miller will put it up. 3 is short. Bogman with the board. Ronaldo has a smaller lead on him. Alvano cutting. Nothing on the layup. Just nothing falling in for Alab Pilipinas.
It looks like Javelona will check in maybe for Alvano. And Alab and Coach Jimmy Alapak still looking for answers here of who could give them that spurt that they need.
Dreamers missing with Glass from outside. Bogman getting it inside. Not sure yet if he'll be able to return.
Yeah, unfortunate for Alab there. And it's that mentality. You have to have the next man up who's gonna be able to come in and help fill the void that Ray Parks Jr. would leave.
Almost a turnover for the Dreamers. They recover. Cheng calling the shots now for the home team. Orbistondo in front of him. Now it's Miller with 6 seconds. Miller puts up the elbow J. It's a miss. Orbistondo.
I have to appreciate for the Alab team is they haven't backed down. Their intensity is still high. So even though things aren't going right, as we see another turnover from Javelona.
Kenny Chen.
Some damage on the defensive end.
Javelona. Back-to-back turnovers for him.
Got to take care of the basketball if you want to claw back into these games.
And Tevin Glass getting that nifty pass from Miller. The connection of these two imports have really given the Dreamers an edge in this game.
Yeah, there's nobody they can't compete with when Glass and Miller are on the same want to play this game in.
You know, sometimes Kirk, as a basketball player, it just takes that one opportunity to be able to show just what you can do. He was given some leeway with Will Artino coming down with an injury, and Tevin Glass, who had the least average in terms of points among the 3 imports of Formosa, he erupted. But Malcolm Miller reminding everyone of what he can do.
Yeah, most definitely, and you can't have that. Malcolm Miller is too good of a player to not have help. You can't just leave him one-on-one with anybody and expect that person to have success over and over again. You have to be ready to help off of Malcolm Miller. Make the other players of Formosa beat you.
Jongson finding his way around Glass. Gets the 2 points, down to a 13-point game. Rosser on Miller. Now it's Glass attacking again. Alab takes possession, but they throw it away. And Chen to the cup. Alab Pilipinas now with 18 turnovers. And well, also for Formosa, they've capitalized on all of those 20 points from the errors.
Before the 4th quarter.
What's going to be your goal if you're Alab Pilipinas? That single digits, you just want it at that point?
Single digits, and you gotta make somebody else besides Miller and Chin beat you right now. What can the other Dreamers do?
Here's Chang. Nothing there. Rebound themselves trailing by as many as 15 points here against the Formosa Dreamers. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Bogman trying to get space. Ronaldo Bogman just flips it up.
Yeah, 3 white shirts surrounding him down there, but such strength. Upper body, lower body, he knows what to do with it, keeps it high, and such a soft touch there from Bogman.
Lead of Formosa down to 12, but they have possession here. Cheng puts up that shot. And oh boy, everyone on the Formosa side just finding ways to score.
Well, that time, Bogman really forcing Chen to be aggressive and take that shot. And Chen, wide open, knew what to do with it.
How about Kalen Tiongso? That's his 3rd 3-pointer. And he's just looking to give something positive for his team.
Most definitely, he wants to be that energy boost all over the place, trying to help his team claw back into this game. Right now, only 11-point lead.
Miller puts it up. It's a miss. Bogman with the board. 40 seconds remaining. Kyung-son will put up another one. Comes up short. Bogman with the offensive board. And he puts it back home. So now There it is.
This is the run. This is the run they've been waiting for. The energy, it started on the defensive end. They're getting some stops. They love to play that transition ball. They're very athletic and fast. And this is the start. They still got a long ways to go before they fully are back in this game. But this is the perfect start towards that run.
Wei could not end the drought. Torres could not handle it. Almost saved it to Rosser, but it will be a lost possession. And Chen working. Pilipinas, so far so good for the Dreamers, up by 9. Heading into the final 10 minutes of this basketball game. But some momentum building towards the side of Alab Pilipinas as Bogman gets his 22nd point of this game.
Yeah, he's really taken over the paint down there and controlled it. Now just a 7-point game, and it'll be a big test to Alab, who struggled, especially in the first half with all those turnovers. If they can make those smart passes and plays, that's how they can get back in this game.
Cheng getting that fall away. Missed the earlier attempt with a turnaround. Now just straight stop on a dime, fall away. Finally makes it. Kyung-son, now he attacks, out to Alvano. Corner three is good!
And that's big. Parks out with the injury, but Alvano and these guys, if they can step up, make their outside shots, that's what Balkman needs right now, because Miller's gotten a lot of help. So has this guy. Glass.
Oh, and Tevin Glass is just in the mood right now. He's not missing.
No, they want to finish this. I could read Miller's lips as they came out to start the fourth quarter. He said, "Hey, let's finish this." They've done the work the first 3 quarters, but they still gotta close this one out.
Kyung-son, one step in, jumper, money.
And he's feeling it. He feels good. He's playing with his heart right now. And Kyung-son really has been the extra lift besides Balkman. And he's a big reason this is only a 6-point game right now.
Absolutely. Miller working against Rosser. Malcolm stopped. Cheng now sending it to Glass, losing that momentarily. He's got 4 seconds. Tevin Glass limping, losing that basketball. And in this game, they are just down by 6 points now.
And Coach Jimmy and the whole coaching staff of Alab, they've been in these situations before. They know we don't have to get back in this with a home run right now. We just need to play 8 solid minutes of basketball, and they're going to be just fine.
Bogman, however, losing that basketball. Like you said, Alab Pilipinas lost Ray Parks in the 3rd quarter because of a cut. They also lost BJ Ramos to an ejection. Would have been a big shot for Miller, but he couldn't get it to go. 7:25 left. Alvano left open. Nothing there. Bogman, the offensive board. Bogman couldn't get it. Alvano with the rebound. Taken away by Formosa. They're off and running. Chin to Chin. And the Dreamers get an important insurance bucket. Coach Jimmy looking for an offensive foul as Torres tried to draw that.
Yeah, I sort of thought he had his feet there in position in time, but maybe the pass was off. Officials were there to see it either way.
Rosser from deep. No go. Bogman. The result of them just pounding on, even when they were already building a lead, they just kept on going and going. And now they have the insurance that even with an Alab Pilipinas run, the Dreamers are still ahead.
Yeah, most definitely. They put themselves in a good spot. Everybody on this team has come ready to play today, and they haven't backed down. They didn't care who was on the other side today. They just came to play a good basketball game.
Glass forces it up. That's a miss. Tevin Glass leading the way for Formosa with 22 points. Torres to Domingo. Lawrence Domingo
And
getting that.
That's great play by Torres and Domingo. Great chemistry, pick and roll drive action, and just hitting the cutter at the right time, and good explosive move by Domingo to cut this now to a 4-point lead. It hasn't been this close since the first quarter.
You're right, and now I'm sure Formosa, the pressure is on them. Glass looking to lead the way. Miller, running shot. It's a miss. Battle for the board taken by Alvano. He goes straight to the cup. Torres making that extra pass, and they'll have to reset their offense
And Balkman wants it on the other side. He's calling for it, but Cheong Sun will have a mismatch also.
Alab thought about it. 7 seconds left for Alab Pilipinas. Alab stops, puts it up. Domingo with a great effort. Including us are in shock really at what had happened here. Alab Pilipinas just mustering up a huge run to bring themselves back in this game. Almost a turnover for Formosa. They badly need a shot here. Chien looking to provide. Wow. Look at the hustle of Cheong Sun, but they couldn't get the steal, but
they've done well by adding the energy on defense, and they just have to stay composed right now during this time.
It's currently an 8-2 run for Alab Pilipinas. They can tie the game here, maybe even take the lead. Cheong Sun not getting it on the first try, trying to get that offensive rebound. Bodies dropping, Glass upset. But Formosa looking to attack quickly. Chen, the silencer, on the play.
The veteran coming up big when they needed it the most, just to stop that run that Alab has. Alab almost with a chance to tie it there on that last possession.
Alvano answers back with his own. What a game, Kirk.
It's anybody's ball game, and that's what we love here in the ABL. Such competitive teams, teams that are leaving it all out there, literally.
Lee getting to the cup, looking for a kick out. It's Kenny Chen. Now to Miller, quick trigger. Often the attempt. Another opportunity for the Filipinos to draw closer. The first meeting between these two teams was already exciting. Here's another one. Balkman.
To two teams who have just worked so hard today. One of them is going to have to, unfortunately, go home disappointed.
Glass bumping in. Uses the board to score. Tevin Glass. He's pumped up too.
Yeah, he doesn't back down to anybody. And he has supreme confidence in his ability. And you can tell he's worked hard to get to where he's at today.
Johnson looking for Balkman. Gets it to Ronaldo.
Here today, but Balkman, who has had little or no rest here today, you know, these are the minutes where you wish you had some of that rest early on.
He had a bit in the first half, just a minute and a half. And I believe has played the entire second half. That's a turnover. A recovery by Glass. That's a play for him. Chen puts it up.
When the double team comes, they got to be ready to catch and shoot the ball in rhythm.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a test of composure here. And that's going to be...
Yeah, that delivery wasn't necessarily right in his hands where you'd like to catch it, but that's a play that Balkman will catch, you know, 95% of the time.
Miller with a cross, the kick out to Lee. The guard of Formosa attacks. Kevin Glass stopped there, looking for a foul, non-whistled. Now, Alab Pilipinas will slow things down a bit. Alvano still looking for Balkman. Urbistondo, a big shot maker. Nothing there. Cheong Sun misses it.
Cheong Sun was right there above the rim. It looked like he hesitated. He didn't know if he wanted to come down first and then go back up, but caught it in midair, and man, he wishes he would have had that one back.
He had the cleanest of clean looks, too. Lee, the crossover. Alvano still stuck in front of him. Glass misses completely. Balkman leading the way. Urbistondo, he had to chase that pass. There's an advantage with Balkman.
Wow, Alab needs a bucket.
Alvano, no. Cheong Sun again, this time he won't miss.
Yeah, brought it down this time, gathered himself, and exploded back up. We got a one-point ball game with just over a minute left.
Chen Xinyan. It's Miller, Lee, Kenny Chen, and Tevin Glass on the floor. Lee thought about the big three. Miller now will put it up. He misses. A chance for Alab to take the lead. For Alab Pilipinas, it's Domingo, Alvano, Urbistondo, Kailan Tiongson and Bogman. He has the basketball. Ronaldo Bogman gets the lead for Alab Pilipinas.
Gets the bounce. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game.
Miller handling the basketball. This is the first lead from Alab since they were up 3-0 back in the first period. Lee Shui-Lin sees an opening. Lee knocks it down! Oh, that's going to take a lot off the clock. Alvano.
Well, hey, we're gonna. Ooh, and that was smart. They practice again. We'll see Johnson. See where they go to.
Shot clock is off. Alvano gets away. Sees the opening. Into Alvano. Money on the tray.
What a dagger.
Lee. Oh! Lee Shui-Lin! Climbing from a one-win season last year to defeating the defending champs in San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and they also improved to their record. Now 8-4 and will climb on the standings, delivering San Miguel Alab Pilipinas its own second loss of the season, and both of those defeats, 1-point losses.
Yeah, it's tough for Alab. Full court heave here to either Bachman or...
And Miller seals it. The Formosa